As far as the cold cuts go, we have ham cappy, or capicola, or gabagool. All three of those are the same exact thing. And then we have some pepperoni, salami, and then provolone I have here. Provolone is boar's head, and also the ham is boar's head. The capicola is imported. Pepperoni's from Whole Foods. These are all from different places, you know. But I had it set up as I wanted to make this video. Let me show you the pack from Costco. This is a good deal too, and you can make an awesome sandwich just if you get this pack. Also get the provolone from Costco. If they sell a double pack of it, and that's a great deal. We went there to look for it, they didn't have it. Maybe this hero roll is from a deli right around here. This is a loaf of Italian bread that I cut off a piece of. I live in Long Island. I'm from Long Island. First job I ever had was working at a deli. I worked at like 3 or 4 of them. And basically from the age of 15 to 19, I would make all these sandwiches and everything. People love their heroes here. Everybody affectionately refers to it as a hero. I think it's the only place in the country, you know, the New York Metro, that calls it heroes. Typically any deli you go into, it's gonna come on a roll like this. I'm just drying it off more if I can. So I'm gonna put oil, vinegar, and oregano on the lettuce. I always find that doing that in addition to the oil and vinegar on top of the bread works even better. Gives you just more flavor. You know, a lot of people have gone their whole life without having a good Italian hero. You should definitely buy all these ingredients. You know, change it up. Put what you want in there. Make it your own. Just a bit of oil. You don't need a lot. Same thing. Just a bit of vinegar. Pepper. Salt. Oregano. This is a really good lettuce to put on any type of Italian sandwich you're making. Don't let this sit for 2 hours. That won't be good. It'll get soggy. So be ready to go. Have everything out. Okay, we have our onions. The onions in the water. It'll take a little bit of that really harshness from the onion. You can do this, or you don't have to do it. It's probably going to be pretty much the same. Your breath's going to smell like onions either way. This one's a lot thinner than this huge one, so you could take some of the bread out of this, just like this. Just scoop it right out. And I can't tell you how many people, and they'd always be telling me to scoop the bread out. And the trend with scooping the bread out started, I think, with Italian people, and then it moved on to like people worried about like gluten and stuff like that and flour, because I remember when I was like 15, 16 making sandwiches, which is scary to say, almost 30 years ago. People would come in and that's what they would ask for. Since we're making a deli sandwich, I'm gonna simulate the wrapping paper. It's a little thinner parchment paper, but it'll be fine. First layer is going to be ham. Regular ham. I'm using boiled boar's head ham, really good quality ham. It gives a nice base. It's like a neutral flavor before you start adding up your very salty cured meats. All right, and I got these cold cuts sliced very thin, like paper thin, so it makes it a little harder. It makes it a little harder when you're assembling it, but it's way better. It's just so much better to eat thin cold cuts. That's why if you can get all these sliced by your deli or your supermarket or whoever carries good cold cuts, it's worth it. Because anything that comes in the package, it's always a little too thick.
Smells like a deli.
Smells like a deli. Salami, you can bend it like this, or you can leave it flat. It's up to you. Pepperoni and capicola. This pepperoni was sliced really thin. Nice. That's really nice that they did that. Since it's so thin, it can be folded and you can put a little bit more. You're not really putting that much then. Provolone. This is really big, but I think we can fit it like that. If you have to fold it, you'll have to do that. Tomatoes and cheese. You really don't layer the tomatoes right on top of the cheese. That's kind of like the slipperiest part of the sandwich. It's like sandwich making rule 101. You don't put tomato and cheese together. So you could put the cheese on the bottom, then your tomatoes high. I'm just gonna put my lettuce and stuff and then the tomatoes. My onions, I just took a few of them from the water and I dried it off. Just because I don't want any excess water on there. Cherry peppers, one of my favorite things. You can reverse it, whatever, just don't get the cheese and the tomato to touch. And this is oil and vinegar, that's all it is. It's a little heavy on the vinegar side, which is exactly the way I like it. If you like it heavier on the oil side, do that. Want it on the bread here, this side. And if you're gonna eat this right now, which you should, soak it in there. And then on top too. And then keep this on the side, and then anybody who wants more, they'll just put it right on top. Keep more cherry peppers on the side, all that. Okay, see that? Take your knife like this, hold. And there you go, right there, Italian hero. Okay, I'm gonna pull towards me. I'm gonna wrap down like that. And then right through. There you go. That's how you make an Italian hero. That's how you make a New York style, a Long Island style Italian hero.